Good morning everyone. Welcome to my channel Tech Tutorials 2K21. So in this live I'm going to explain how to implement a stack operations using arrays concept in Java programming language. So before I'm going to explain the implementation in Java, first of all we see what is a stack and what are the different operations we are performing on stacks. So if you know or about that topic, then you can understand why we are implementing the program like this. So stack is a linear data structure where each and every element will be inserted or deleted only one end, called top of the stack. So simply we can say stack is a LIFO. So what we can insert last and that will be deleted first. So we can have only one end that is said to be top of the stack position. So insertion or deletion, whatever it will be, the every operation is depends on the top of stack position only. So by using the stacks concept, we can perform different operations like we can insert or we can remove something or else we can display the content of the stack. So these are some basic operations we are performing on stacks. So inserting operation is said to be push operation in stacks terminology, whereas deletion operation is said to be a pop operation, and display is an operation which is going to display the content of stack as of now. We can implement stacks in multiple ways, like you can use arrays or linked list concept for implementing the stacks. But here I'm going to explain you how you're going to implement all these operations using arrays to implement your stacks. So for doing this insertion operation or a deletion operation, we have some conditions. So we can put your stack with some size. So the size of stack will decide how many elements you can place maximum into your stack. And after that, you can do every operation like insertion, deletion at the top of the stack position. So I already said it follows LIFO fashion, like what you are inserted last and that is going to be deleted first, or that is you are going to see first. So for that, for inserting an element, we need a space in your stack. So now we can start with your top of stack position with -1 because it's not indicating at the top of the stack position. Means we have to increment that position. We are getting the starting index that is 0. So when you say like you want to perform any push operation, we have to check the top of stack position. So if reaches if it has already reaches the maximum position, that is nothing but your stack is already filled. So we cannot insert any more elements into your stack. So if that condition fail, is nothing but your stack is having empty or it's having some space to keep your elements, so that we can insert element into that, and later we can increment your top of stack position by 1 in order to get the next position in your stack. So you can do until it reaches the maximum space in your stack. Whereas the pop operation, we will check like whenever we want to delete something from the stack, so we need at least one element from the stack, then only we can do the deletion operation. Otherwise we cannot. So again that is also check through this top of stack position. If it indicates -1, that indicates that no items is there. So your stack is empty. So you're trying to delete something is a meaningless. So that condition we can say like underflow. We can say it is simply underflow because no element is there and you're trying to delete something from that. So that is taken by top of the stack position condition. So depends on that we are doing either push operation or pop operation. So whereas the display operation will check whether your stack is empty or not. If it is not empty, then it is going to display all the elements from your stack from top of the stack positions to downwards of your stack elements. So I will demonstrate you all these things with simply a program using Java. And here this line is the import statement. So here I imported a package like java.util.scanner because in my program I'm going to take input from the user. So user will give you some input from the keyboard. So I need to import this package into my program. And this is my class name. So stack operations. So by this stack operations class, I'm going to implement all my operations like push operation, pop and display operations. So here I'm taken an array because I already said here we are implemented the stack concept by using arrays concept. So because of that, I'll take one array and the size is decided by the user provided by n value. And this is a variable of type integer which can hold the top of the stack position. So always it will point out the stack of top position. And size is a variable which I am going to take the size of my array dynamically from the user. So this is a constructor. So now you can observe that the class name and this method name is same. So this is simply a constructor. So this is a parameterized constructor which will take one argument. So by this I'm going to assign a size. Means at the time when an object is created for this class, I'm given a value of this size. So here I'm using this because my formal and this local variable both are same. So because of that reason, I'm given this dot size equals to size. And now I can pass this size to my array. So that's what the initialization I want to do here. So now I'll take array equals to new int of size. So now I assign size to my array by this. And initially I will initialize my top of the stack position with -1. I already said the reason for that. So initially we need to initialize your top of stack position by 1. And then now it's time to implement all my operations like push operation, pop operation and display operation. So push is nothing but simply insertion. So I need to take one element every time and then I will push that element into my stack. So now we'll check the condition of top of stack position. So if it reaches the maximum size. So we know that when you use the arrays concept, like always the starting index is 0 and the last index is n minus 1. Suppose if your top of stack position is maximum position, that is size -1, that indicates your stack is full. So this is a condition of overflow. So whenever I need to insert one more element into stack which is already filled, so that is not possible. Simply what I am doing, so I just return. Otherwise, if this condition fail, is nothing but my stack is having some empty. So then what I am trying to do, because I know my initial top position is -1. So now I need to increment the top position by 1. So it will take the 0 index. So array of 0 will placed with the value which I am given to my method. Right? So now array of plus plus top is, we know like this is a pre-increment operator. Every time before it is going to use, the top of the stack position is incremented first, then that incremented index is going to used for assigning the value. So whereas pop operation is nothing but a deletion operation. So here also we need to check the top of stack position. So if the top of stack position is -1, it indicates your stack is empty. Because if stack is having something, at least it is having 0th index itself. So because of that reason, here I am checking whether my stack is empty or it consisting something. So by using this condition. So if top equals to -1, it indicates stack is empty. So that is underflow condition. So I cannot delete anything. Otherwise, means if this condition fail, then you have something in your stack and you want to delete, you want to pop those elements by using this. So what simply we are doing, so we know always your top of stack position is placed, is point out your stack. So now you have to decrement your top of stack position. So first of all, it will delete an element from the top position. Then it is going to be decremented to take the next position of your stack. So now the next operation is display operation. So when I want to display something from my stack, I need to check whether my stack is having something. So here this top equals to -1 condition will say your stack is empty. So now if your stack is empty, we are not going to display anything from your stack. Simply you can return, or else you want to display your stack contents. So here I'm going to write stack contents. So what I need to do, first of all, I need to print the top position value, and then I will check whether this value is greater than or equals to 0 or not, because the last position is given by 0, right? So this is your stack implementation. Like initially it will be at the bottom of your stack, your top of stack position, and later you are going to increment the things. Then the top of stack position is get incremented and it will reach us to the topmost position of your stack. So because of that reason, we are checking the condition like this, and we are going to display the elements from each and every index, right? So these are three operations which I am implemented in my class stack operations. Now coming to a main class. So this is my main class. I name it as stack. So this is my main method. Again here I am using scanner. Scanner equals to new scanner of system.in. So this is a statement which will provide you an environment. You can take input from the keyboard. So then I'm prompting the user enter the size of stack. So that size you can provide is an integer value. So I can take one variable n. So by using nextInt method, using the object of my scanner class, I'm going to take the n value from the keyboard. And later what I am trying to do, here is an object which I am created for my class stack operations. And then I am passing. So I already said here we are calling the constructor, right? So for this constructor I need to pass value that will fix the size of your array. So at this time when I'm creating an object to my class stack operations, so stack is my object. So here I'm passing my n value. So now it is called this constructor and it will assign n value. And later, so here I'm created a simple menu because I want to do many operations on stacks like push operation, pop, display, and I need to exit from this. So it will take while of 1 or while of true, means the menu is displaying, it is going to be true. Then it is going to display all these content on my screen as a menu, like stack operations, push, 2 for pop and 3 for display and 4 for exit. So now I need to take this choice from the keyboard by using this line of thing. So now I'm implemented through my switch case. So here see, switch of choice will take your choice 1 to 4, right? And here after case 4 you can give statement default. Suppose if user enters more than the value 5, so simply it will display the default thing, right? So for default you can give a simple statement like system.out.println. So here I'm given wrong choice. So you can give any statement for default case which you are going to execute. So like this. So here case 1 for pushing operation, and case 2 for pop operation, case 3 for display, and case 4 exit from the menu. And default case, if the user enters the wrong choice, then it will give you a default case, like it will give a message like wrong choice. So here at the time of insertion itself I need to provide a value, right? So because of that reason in case 1 I prompt the user enter an integer elements to push stack dot. So stack is an object which I am created for stack operations, and here push is an method, right? So for this method I need to pass the value. Yes or no? See, I need to pass an integer value for push operation. See here. So this is a push. I need to pass one value to my method. So because of that reason, so here it will take that value from the keyboard. So scanner dot nextInt value, it will give you the value taken from the keyboard to your push method. And then for case 2 I just calling pop method. For case 3 I just calling display method, and for case 4 I simply exit and I will pass 0 to my um, while loop. So whereas for display it will, whereas for default it will display you a wrong choice. So I'm going to run this program. So now you can see it will ask you enter the size of your stack. So now here whatever the value I provided, that will be the maximum size of my stack. Suppose if I'm provided 5. So now your stack is able to store maximum of 5 elements. That is the meaning of this. So now it will provide me one menu. So that menu will consist in push, pop, display and exit. So we know I didn't insert any value into my stack. Suppose if I performing second is my choice, then pop operation I need to perform. It will show me like, see, stack is empty because nothing is there in your stack. So because of that reason it will show you like stack is empty. Now I'm trying to insert values into my stack, so that I can choose my choice as 1. So now it will ask me enter an element to push. So first element I given as 89. So now again I'm taking a same choice. So because I want to insert 3 elements into that. So choice 1 I made. So again it will ask me push element. So I will place 45. So then again I'll give a choice as 1. So I'll inserted one more element, that is 36. Now you can see I inserted 3 elements like 89, 45 and 36. So for the concept of stack, it is always take the last element which is inserted, that will be the first element. So now 36 is the first element, then 45 will be the second element and 89 will be the third element to display. See, I just call my choice as 3. So now it will display all the elements. Like you can see 36 which I inserted last and 45 which I inserted next and then 89. Right. So here now I'm given a choice here as 2. So that is a pop operation. So among of this the topmost element is 36. So if I'm doing like this it will delete the first element, that is 36. See here element a popped is 36 because this is your top of stack element. So now I want to call this third choice that is going to display the remaining elements. Now you can see your stack is consisting 45 and 89, right? So this is a way how you are going to implement the stack operations using arrays concept in Java programming. So I just click on 4 so that it is exit and it doesn't show me any menu later, right? So this is of stack implementation using arrays in Java program. I hope you all understand. Thank you.